This video, we're gonna talk about hoods and which one is gonna work the best for you. We got a couple of hoods here, and I'm gonna go through them one by one. At the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you what my favorite hood is, but each and every one of these is a little bit different, and we're gonna talk about each one. First one I wanna talk about right here is the Outlaw Leather pocket hood. This is a genuine cowhide leather. This is the Western Welding Academy edition. What this does is it's got a strap. This is for hard to fit, real tight areas. And you slip this strap up over your head. It's got a lens right in the back there, and snug her down, pull it tight. This is gonna help you out in areas where it's really, really tight. A lot of the high pressure boiler welds, convection box, anything like that, some of the really tight, hard to get areas where you can't get your whole head in, you're gonna use this. It's a pocket hood. This one has these buttons on it where it will fold up. It'll fold up and these buttons will hook to here, and it's about that big, and you can drop it right into a toolbox and keep all the junk from being binding up, grinding dust and everything. It just kind of keeps the junk out of the hood. So this one folds up real nice and neat. You can drop it right in your tool bucket. As you can see, when it's folded up, keeps all the grinding dust and the junk out. Generally, not a good day when you got to break out the pocket hood, but you'll be glad you have it if you get in a bind in a real tight area and you got a highly critical weld that you just flat got to get your head in there and see. Pocket hood, Outlaw Leather. All right, next up is a Pancake. This here, we get a lot of comments about this. This is the Pancake welding hood. This one right here is made in Idaho. This is what they call the original Pancake. This is a left-handed model. And the biggest thing you want to kind of look at with a Pancake is it's got real wide strap. This is a stretchy strap. And if you're going to rock a welding hood, you know, 10, 12 hours a day outside, that stretchy strap, real comfortable on the back of your head, I would definitely recommend a Pancake for outside welding. The other thing to really note is this is a balsa wood face right here. And when you buy one of these, it comes with some sandpaper. And you sand this balsa wood down to where it fits the perfect contour of your face. And so no grinding dust or sparks or anything can come into that. When it's over your face, it's just like a set of goggles, and it's really nice, tight seal. Balsa wood's real soft, especially after you've been sweating in it a while. And the other thing that by having that tight contour sealed to your face, there's no backlight. So like if the sun's behind you and it reflects in on that glass and back, it just makes it's just one more obstacle that you got to stare through to see. That's precisely why a Pancake is preferred by so many welders out there. It's got that big fat strap that's real comfortable, no backlight, and then it allows the wind to kind of really blow and keep you cool instead of having a full-sided, you know, because you only got one side that's shielded with the Pancake. This here is a left-handed model. So if I was to put this on, it would protect my right ear. But if I was left-handed welding on the pipe, my right ear would be exposed to all the sparks and the fire coming off that weld puddle. So my personal Pancake, it's got a shield on the left side, right? So it protects my left ear. I highly recommend Pancakes. These are great. This is a original Pancake made in Idaho. There's a bunch of other different companies out there that make them. This one's Z87, so OSHA's pretty keen on that. Next up is the carbon fiber sugar scoop. This is made by Pipeliner Cloud. This is very light, durable. There is some rumors that these conduct electricity because it's carbon fiber. I haven't ever seen that, and I use this hood quite often. You know, one of the things about this hood is it's very, very light. It's almost so light that when you flip it down, it's not heavy enough to flip down, and actually there's not enough weight there to get it to come down. So a lot of times I got to pick it up, and the hood's so light that I got to pull it down by my hand. I've kind of duded this thing up a little bit. It's got aluminum button on the head gears. This is an adjustable, so I can adjust it to my head, snug it down. This isn't stock, you know, it's a little custom add-on jobby. I put a little leather, and it just keeps it kind of grippy. And I like the buttons here that it just grips that hood on my head a little bit better, keeps it on there, and this thing is extremely light. Feels a little bit flimsy, but I haven't had any problems with it, and I'm just mostly impressed with how light this thing is. The other thing that you can get done is this hood right here. So this was a gift to me. This thing is way too pretty to use, but this is also made by Outlaw Leather. This is an incredible hood. This one is custom, and they'll make you anything you want. It's got my name on it, and I'm kind of a big gun nut, and so they put some guns on there for me. The other thing that I really like about this hood is it's got this flip up model. So with a clear lens on this side. Now, why that's so important is because it all just comes back to efficiency. If you're welding, you need to do a little grinding, and you got to pull that welding hood off and put a face shield on, because contractors going to ask you to be double eye protected all times, right? Safety glasses plus a face shield. Put that face shield on, do your grinding, take your face shield off, put your welding hood back on, do your welding. And if you're first starting out, you're not a very good welder, so you might have to do that old hood swap a bunch of different times throughout the day, and that's a little bit annoying. This I really like. You can just flip this up and you got a face shield right there, so you never have to take it off. You flip it down for welding, flip it up for grinding. That is pretty doggone handy. As a matter of fact, I'd probably say it's handier in a pocket on a shirt if I had to guess. But very, very pretty. This is a beautiful masterpiece by Outlaw Leather, and I love this hood, and I'm not going to wear it. It hangs on my wall, but it's also got some really good functionality to it. A lot of people out there, they think that they need to go out and buy this really expensive full face welding hood. And if you noticed, any of these hoods that I got here today, none of them have a full face. At the end of the day, what you really want to look for is you want to look for a light, durable welding hood. You need to be in a position where you can wear this thing for 10 hours a day. Because I don't know if you know, but welders don't just work 6 or 7 hours a day. I mean, we go out there, we figure on doing the job, right? All day. So the other biggest thing that I really want to impress upon you is the best welding hood on the market is going to have a 2x4 lens. That's what this is, 2x4 lens. Because these clear lenses that cover your lens here, these are always contractor supplied. I think a lot of people get suckered into this whole full face kind of mask because it's an auto darkening, right? And that's a lot easier when you're learning or you're doing a lot of tacking or a lot of stuff where you need that auto dark. Well, great news. There's a bunch of people that make an auto darkening lens. This one that's in this hood, it's an Arc 1, and it's just a 10 shade. It's what they call an Arc 1 Singles 240. It's incredible. I've never had a problem with it. It's solar powered right out here on the front. Matter of fact, why don't I just take this thing out and show it to you? So this is the Arc 1 Singles that I just pulled out. If you look here, you got a little solar panel on the front. That's what keeps the internal battery charged. These little sensors right here, that's what triggers from the light sensing. That's a photo eye, some kind of light sensing eye that when you light up, it knows to make this thing dark. You can see through this thing really good, but you want to put clear lenses on both sides. Otherwise, you're going to get a welding spark that's going to tear this thing up. It won't last if you don't clear lens both sides. These clear lenses are about 80 cents a piece. Contractor, I never worked for a company that didn't supply these. A big old full face helmet, those clear lenses, I don't know, $5-6, and the contractor's not going to buy you a $5 or $6 clear lens when he can just show up and provide you this. Does that make sense? The best welding hood out there, you want something light, durable, and you want it to be a 2x4 lens. And there's a lot of companies out there that make these auto darkening lenses that'll fit into a welding hood. Singles is the one that's in this hood. Outlaw Leather makes one. Jackson makes one. There's a bunch of companies out there that make these. Some of them are solar powered. Some of them are battery powered. Go out there and try some of them. You can get adjustable ones. I mean, there's basically limitless options when it comes to 2x4 auto darkening lenses. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop you a couple links down in the description of where you can find this Singles, where you can find some of the auto darkening lenses that we recommend, that I recommend. And I'm also going to drop you links in the description for these different hood manufacturers that I've talked about today. And really, at the end of the day, go out there and buy one of them, get you a 2x4, throw an auto lens in it, and get ready to weld.